5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is it. It's the Romello Marcellus Show. The fly uncle you always wish you had.
Bring 'em out.
Here to give you every aspect of game from a real player's perspective. It's the biggest boss from business, entertainment, love, and life.
Had to find my inner power.
To fashion, etiquette, and current events.
Major show alert.
All to enhance the happiness already inside you.
Today is about the power of you.
Check it out.
You're now rocking with the best.
Here I am, goddammit. Here I am. How's everybody doing? Everybody doing good? Everybody all right? Everybody well today? Everybody okay? We'll give a few people to get in the room. Give a few minutes to get in the room while I tighten up a few things that I need to tighten up so we can get ready to progress on into our interesting discussion today. We had a good time yesterday together. I just kept thinking about that. We had an excellent time. Good morning, good morning. Shakes in the room. Give people a few more minutes to get in. And then we're going to jump right off into this thing. Can y'all hear me? Can you hear clear me? Can you hear me clear? Can you see me? Can you hear me? Can you see me? Good morning. Can y'all hear me? Can you see me good? Is music too loud? Can you hear me? Thumbs up. Let me know something. Can you hear me? Loud and clear. All right. How's the music? Can y'all hear the music? Okay. Good. Well, here's what we're gonna do, right? I'm gonna go ahead and start, and I guess people are gonna fall in line. The topic of the day is something we'll touch as we go on, but I want to get into a little news. How there's now been 474 people who have been charged with crimes of theft. Federal investigators have more than $500 million in charges, in fraud charges, with people that are related to the COVID relief programs, the PPP funds, the PUAs, those things. I think that what they're basically saying is that people have been falsely obtaining those things and misappropriating those funds. The announcement came 1 year after the passage of the $2 trillion economic aid legislation known as the CARES Act, which aimed to help people and businesses suffering from financial losses in the COVID pandemic. Among the top targets, prosecutors are are fraudsters trying to steal from the Paycheck Protection Program, which is the PPP, for loans for their businesses to keep their businesses open. So I guess they've were exaggerating documentation to say they were, making these sorts of types of money, or they needed those types of monies to keep their businesses afloat. 20 people were charged with just the PPP related cases. In one case, Texas, just seeking $24.8 million. Wow. He used 11 different company names to apply with 11 different lenders. And he managed to get $17.3 million in forgivable loans at that, and used the money to buy homes, luxury cars, and jewelry. So we know that was a nigga. Excuse my French. I could say that. Well, he was one of us. Damn. Did we claim him? Shit. Anyway, if you're out there defrauding these folks, man, I tell you, you can't get around not using your own name or own businesses to do that, because the money's got to come somewhere. But this is just my opinion. I don't know any better. But their problem was basically when you steal money from anyone, and that's basically when you are doing some fraudulent thing, the people who give you the funds, they know that you're not 100%. They give you a shot, hoping that they could potentially charge you more for the monies or the things that they're giving you. And most people don't pay. So they figure either you'll pay or you'll pay. The first thing they should have done as far as these PPP loans was to pay the taxes on the money. Set 25%, just earmarked it to the IRS or the state to pay the taxes. And then applied some of the monies to the businesses that you were claiming that you had, to at least be not in a position where you're misappropriating the funds. Damn. Well, they on their way to jail. Well, this morning, man, we have a great show. As yesterday, I actually said I had someone that was going to come on, and they were doing a good works in the communities. I thought they were doing an excellent work. I think they're doing an excellent works in the communities for you ladies, and I think that you all can actually have a great conversation with the individual that I'm bringing on. They actually have done a lot of work in regards to the fashion business, helping get mammograms in their effort to help in the fight against breast cancer. So, without further ado, I'm going to actually bring them in. If I can here, hang on. One moment. It's not working for me. What's happening? Okay, here we go. Good morning. Good morning. Can you hear me? Welcome, welcome. Everyone. Okay, good morning. Welcome. We have Ramia Henderson, who actually runs the nonprofit Runway for Cure DC. Welcome. Can you tell us what Runway for Cure DC actually is and does?
So, Runway
Yeah.
All right. So when I launched, I was looking for organizations who I could give back to. One that I found was Breast Care for Washington D.C. in Southwest Washington, and when I found them, I found that there was a concern or an alarming issue where women who may be having breast cancer or breast issues, either they were underinsured or didn't have any insurance, and Breast Care for Washington has a fund where you can donate to help with the cost of breast mammograms for women or men. And I know in the beginning of the show you mentioned, ladies, this is particularly of interest to you, but the fact of the matter is that it impacts both women and men, and it's something that both sexes should be aware of, because men also do have breast cancer. Um, so basically, that's the background of how I got started. My father had prostate cancer, lived with it for a really long time, but ultimately he passed away at like the age of 83. And I've had many girlfriends, family members who are women who either passed away from breast cancer or now cancer free, but nevertheless impacted by breast cancer.
By the way, did you receive the other link to Facebook as well?
Let me see. I have not.
It should be in your messages. Good morning. There we go.
All right.
All right. Everyone, this is Ramia Henderson. She runs Runway for Cure DC. You may want to turn your speaker down on that side. And she's already speaking about a nonprofit and the things and the benefits that she offers to both men and women. I was unaware of the number of men who actually have contracted breast cancer over the years. So I don't know what you've actually heard or have been hearing. By the way, yeah, you can unmute your side now. You can actually, yeah, continue your intro to who you are and what you do. If you can unmute your mic on the Facebook side.
Okay. I think I can't mute on the Instagram side. I'm unable to mute on the Instagram side.
Okay, I'll mute on my side. Okay, go ahead.
Okay. No. It's still echoing.
Hang on, let me do something on this side.
I can get off the Instagram and just go run here.
Okay.
All right. Can you hear me?
Loud and clear.
All right, cool. All right, so I don't know if if folks heard the beginnings of the intro to Runway for a Cure DC, but we are a nonprofit incorporated out of Washington, D.C. We began in 2017. Our mission is to help organizations or even individuals with the cost of mammograms and or household expenses for women who are experiencing breast issues or have been diagnosed with breast cancer. So basically, in 2017, I started Runway for a Cure DC out of a concern where I was seeing a rise of deaths in the Black community. And where I started in this conversation before folks may have joined in is it's not only a woman or a female issue, it's also an issue that impacts men as well. So we wanted to step in and try to figure out how we can help, how we could be a part of the community. And when I was trying to find an organization for us to donate and to contribute to, I did find Breast Care for Washington, D.C., and they are located in Southwest DC. It's a women's health center that basically does screening for breast cancer, and they have a fund where they accept monies and donations to pay for the mammograms of women or men who are either underinsured or not insured at all. So in 2017, we started donating to their fund and started paying for women's mammograms or men's
Awesome.
mammograms.
You do the pink and white party every year of the big event in DC at the Omni. What is it, Shoreham, or is it which hotel is that on 9th Street?
The Renaissance.
The Renaissance.
Yep.
What are they doing about that this year? Are you guys doing that this year or no?
So it's going to go on this year, I believe. We're in the planning stages of it. We've been partnering with them since 2017. Of course, 2020, we didn't have our annual event. But the event is the fashion show that happens before the Pink and White Affair. So folks who are, staying at the Renaissance, or if we have it at the Omni Shoreham this year, if you're staying at the hotel, you can come on down to the fashion show, buy your tickets prior to, and you can come to the fashion show, do your little after party, and then the after party is ultimately the Pink and White Affair, which happens in the evening.
Where can they find you? How can they help? How can they donate? On the Instagram side, I'm sure you can see it posted there. Donate at breastcaredc.org. That is her, Ramia's actual nonprofit of choice that she chooses to help, as well as her own. So click that button there. How can they find you? How can they help you and your organization in your efforts?
So there's probably two ways, right? So Breast Care for Washington, D.C., I think posted as well in the link or in the comments. I am on the board at Breast Care for Washington, so you can donate directly to BCW.
They're actually online now. They said, hey, Ramia is our hero. Shout out to Breast Care for Washington.
Yeah, so you can donate directly to them and through our organization. You can find us on Instagram at Runway for a Cure DC. You can find us on Facebook at Runway for a Cure DC, or you can go to our website and donate there directly at www.runwayforacurdc.com. And that's how folks can get involved monetarily through donations, but we also need volunteers every year for our events. We hold a brunch for survivors, normally around the May timeframe, and then we also have the fashion show. So there's plenty of opportunities to volunteer to help us with those two events that we hold annually. So you can, be a wayfinder. You can, help us seat folks when they get there. And then we also have like activities that happen before where we have to like pack all the grab bags and stuff or whatever for our guests as well. So plenty of opportunities to volunteer. You can send me an email at info@runway4curedc.com if you want to reach out to me directly, or you can reach out through our contact pages.
So let me ask you this. I ask everyone that I have on the show, if there were a young brother or sister who was looking to do their part in helping out in the community, not necessarily doing what you do, but their own vision, what would you tell them? What inspiration or what thing could you tell them that would inspire them further to pursue their dreams?
So I would say get involved. Like if you don't know your path in terms of starting like your own nonprofit or your own large mission or large organization, get involved with the organizations that are already stood up. So, BCW or Breast Care for Washington, they have an annual ladies' night out that they do where they have women.
Once again, shout out to breastcarefordc.com.
They have an annual event where they where they do a ladies' night in, and you can they're looking for like makeup artists. They're looking for women who do hair, hairstylists. They're looking for folks to do like things with the children. So like whenever they do that event, they're looking for people who can come and volunteer. I see, is there a minimum age to volunteer? I would say that, of teenage ages and up, we did have like a couple of junior volunteers who helped folks during our fashion show, like seat our guests. They could also help with setup and things of that nature. Setting up the VIP seats and the outside area where we stage our pink carpet, as we call it. So there's plenty of opportunity. I would say teenagers and up is the age to volunteer. So that's on the volunteer side. So if you're not ready to like stand up your own organization, I would say find something that you can kind of attach to and do that. If you want to pursue the nonprofit side, there's things like LegalZoom. There are other like mycorporations.com where you can stand up your organization pretty quickly. I will say that it's probably best to partner with a legal representation so that they can take you through all of the forms and all of the necessary state laws and regulations that you have to adhere to stand up that organization and keep it running. Because it's not just about like one day you come up with the organization and then it's just up and running. Like there's tax implications. There's, if you're a nonprofit versus a for-profit organization. So there's a lot of things that go into that that you need to get familiar with in terms of the legal side and the tax implications. So I think there's two ways. Volunteerism is one way you can get involved, and then the other side is if you actually want to do your own thing.
Nice. Well, I'd like to thank you for coming on the show and blessing us with your blessing, and hopefully others will join in and help you in your cause. There are a lot of women out here who need what you're offering or your dream or your vision, and it is a good thing that you have someone as strong as Breast Care for Washington, I guess co-partnering with you in this endeavor.
And I'm on their board as well. So I have my own nonprofit, which is Runway for Cure DC, but I'm also on the board at BCW. So I think my last point before we close out of this segment is, I know that COVID, it's scary for everyone. People don't want to go out. You're not really sure how safe it is at different medical facilities and things of that nature. But if you feel that you are having a breast issue, Breast Care for Washington is there and available for you to get checked out, to get screened. So it can be a scary thing. We don't know, but it's totally treatable if caught early, and screening is the key. So if you have any questions around Breast Care for Washington, what they do, you can reach out to me directly, and I'll take you in.
How about I do this? I'm going to open up the phone lines right here on the show. If you have any questions or a question that you want to ask Ramia or Ms. Henderson, you can call in right now at 929 area code 322-3971. Once again, that's 929-322-3971.
Okay. So I know that it's scary, but during this time, like I said, Black women are dying at a higher rate than any other ethnicity, and it's so important for us to get checked out. And this is not a disease. Cancer overall is not a disease where it cares about your age or your ethnicity or any of that. Everyone has been plagued with it in some way or fashion. So we have women who are diagnosed in their 30s, women who are diagnosed in their early 40s, especially if you have cases of it in your family, which is hereditary. You want to get checked out, sooner than later. So, don't think that, I don't have to worry about that until I'm 60 or whatever. Like, get your mammogram, schedule it. Even if you are insured, BCW will gladly take you in as well. That helps out the organization with insured patients as well.
Cool. Well, once again, this is Ramia Henderson, and her organization is runwayforcuredc.com. Runway for a Cure DC, which is also a direct connection for people like us who need information about things that have to do with cancer, breast cancer, resources that you can tap into, places you can go, things that you can do to help yourself or to empower you and your family and your loved ones. Once again, where can they reach you again?
They can reach me at runwayforcuredc.com, which is pinned up on the screen there on Facebook. And then they can also reach out to us on our Facebook or Instagram pages. I do have one, not really a shameless plug, but like a casting call, if you will. So I'm a fashion designer. My brand is The Rebirth of Style. We will be casting for models. We will be casting for designers, and designers meaning you could have a boutique, or you could actually be a fashion designer who designs and creates. So we will be putting out a casting call pretty soon for designers who want to be in the show. There's a registration fee for designers. And then also we have vending. So we have probably up to about 10 to 12 tables. So if you're a boutique, you have a shea butter company, whatever you sell, jewelry, paparazzi.
Paparazzi in the building.
If you have any of that, we will be doing casting pretty soon. So if you check out our webpage and our Instagram and Facebook pages, you'll see that coming up pretty quickly as we prepare for, I think, an August show. And of course, we can only have one paparazzi at a time, or else you guys will get in trouble. So that's it.
So first come, first serve. Get yourself in there. Well, I'd like to thank you for coming on once again. And anytime you'd like to come on the show, you're more than welcome. We'll back your cause. We're here for you. Oh, we have one other question. I guess Nikita Rooks. She asked, "What's the age limit to audition for the fashion show?"
So, depending on the designers that we've had for the last 2 years, we've had a designer, actually a little girl who's a designer, and she designs for children. We've had like a 20-year-old young lady that designed for children. So it just all depends on who comes. If we invite that young lady back to the show, then it could be down to the age of 3, as long as they are runway ready and not too shy, because we don't want to put them in a position where they're uncomfortable at a young age. As long as they are show ready and able to come to rehearsals and things of that nature, it could be
Nice.
the age of 3, as long as they're walking and comfortable
Yeah, and supervised.
and supervised.
Well, once again, like I said, I'd like to thank you for coming on. It's been a breath of fresh air, especially for someone who's giving more than they're taking. Like I said, we're open and available to help you here in any way we can to promote, to get your cause out. And yeah, we'll be at the events. We may broadcast live from there just so that our people can actually have an insight to what it is that you do firsthand. So on that note, I'd like to thank you for coming on once again, and you have a wonderful day.
All right. Thanks, everybody. Bye.
Ramia Henderson, everybody. Runway for Cure DC. Runway for Cure DC. Reach out to her. Reach out to her good people. Like she stated before, her causes are to help to empower people in regards to everyday life. Fuck cancer. Yeah. It is Friday. Thank God it is. If you are alive, you have already received 2 of the most great and magnanimous blessings you could ever have. You open these. Your heart is open. Your mind is open. Hopefully you made some money. You got paid. It's Friday. And yeah. Time to get into what we came here to do, because I know everybody's waiting. So am I. Here's the topic. We do some stupid shit. We do some stupid shit. And when I say we, I mean us males. Here's the thing, right? I said I wasn't gonna get this fucker no press, but I can't help it. How is it, man? You get busted and you go back to salvage your situation, and at the same time you're doing it, you negate everything you said there and you apologize for. I got something for y'all. I need y'all to see this. It's straight like this, right? Y'all see that? Can you see that? Tell me, can you see that? Can you see that? What is that? That motherfucker gaslighting like a gaslighter. Boy, if that ain't a narcissist trait, I don't know. How you leave your wife in the house, goddamn, and go to your mistress' house? Like I said, y'all, that nigga was doing it in the car. Everything he was doing in the car. He was like a Domino's. He was the Domino's Derek Diggler. You did a response video into what you did or what you stated you did or said you did and didn't do. And then you went and go sit out in front of the mistress house, the chick house that you was screwing around with on your wife. I mean, if that ain't stupid, I don't know what is. And I've done some stupid shit too. I've done some stupid shit too, but nothing like that. God damn. Nothing like that. Ignorance is bliss. You know, stupid shit guys will do, and I can only speak for me. You hear my disclaimer, fellas. I can only speak for me, but stupid shit guys do. So, now, if you want to see me, we can meet up and talk about it. If you don't like what I'm saying. I ain't gonna be one of those guys that's like that trying to smooth it over and be something that I ain't. Somebody asked me why, if I fucked around in the past, why has it ever been? I'm a straight shooter. So if I'm complaining about something and I'm talking about something that's not happening, there's that thing inside me that'll say, fuck that. I'm gonna do me at this point. But here's the thing. Here's how we as males are kind of fucked up. We can't just shut our emotions off. If we love you, we love you. Good, bad, indifferent. So there's always going to be that committed thing there. Prime example. Remember what Jody said? I love you, but I just like to fuck other women. That's some shit that was real. Not to say it was real or it wasn't good, but that's how that thing needs to be approached. Don't paint the picture like you're not doing anything or you haven't done anything. Own your shit. Own your shit. Stupid shit. We do some stupid shit. But ladies, y'all do some stupid shit too. Because y'all keep the door open. And the candle burning in the window. Pray for that girl. Pray for that girl. So, nobody believes that we do stupid shit? Y'all had a lot to say yesterday when we were talking about y'all. So now I guess we just got to eat that. I got to eat that pie by myself. Well, let's talk about the stupid shit y'all do. Let's flip it up. All right? How many times you meet a guy and you say, well, I want to get to know you better? Know who? Don't you realize that motherfucker don't know who the hell he is? So how the hell he's going to ever get to know you when he don't know who he is? So here's what you're doing. 6 months to a year, shot ass in your emotions later, and you whining and dining. Neither one of you are doing any of the things that you started out to do, because it was never about you or him getting to know each other. It's never about what you know, it's about what you feel. The desire is everything. When you don't feel it anymore, it doesn't make a difference about what you know. Think about it. How many times have you been done and over? But you met the man's mama, baby mama, kids, whatever else. And when you've canceled Christmas on that situation, it was done. Like you said yesterday, when that switch was flipped on, you were actually in a relationship by yourself. You had already checked out. So nothing they could say could ever bring you back to the point of, I want to get to know. So my question to you is, what do you do when the novelty's worn off? Because see, that's stupid shit too. Don't start off doing stuff you're not going to be consistent with. If you were in the gym when you met somebody, unless you fell down and broke your back, you should still be in the gym 2 years later. Don't set something in front of somebody and then you, as I've done y'all for the last couple of days, baited and switched you. Don't do that and expect this to be some sort of lasting love in a relationship, because trust me, that bores resentment. So why do men have a hard time being honest? Well, let me say this to you. Your genitalia doesn't make you a man or a woman, it's your character. And if you can't stand up for what you believe in or what you're doing, then yeah, you're far from being a man. or a woman. So you got a lot of females out there play that game too. Okay? Yeah. And see, some of the guys can do it without worry of being caught too. Depending on how much and what they putting down in their relations. Go figure. Yeah, topic of the day, if you're just coming in, is we do some stupid shit. It's like all those people that thought they were going to get away with these PPP loans. Dummy, you got the money coming right to you. Don't you think these people watching you? They've already done their homework on you. Oh, I'll just sit on the computer and do IP address is already locked in right where you sat down and you start to begin the process. So if you sat in your home and did that, they already know where this is coming from start to finish. And the majority of these people that's getting jammed up, they look like us. But that's from one thing to the other. See, the thing that would drive a male to do it is because he got to get his thing on. He got to look like something. He's got to have some money because he's chasing something. Something that doesn't have real value. He one gets the Insta sluts, the Cash App broads. Because that's basically all he's going to do with his. Now the lady, she going to take care of her babies. She might buy her a house. She might buy her a car. Get her a little hair business started up and sell some waist trainers or some of that. What is that? The TLC shit. The you know. It works. Those people. Those kind of people. Yeah. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I got you. I got you. I got you, motherfuckers. I got you. Got you. Because it is Friday. Because it is Friday. Because it is Friday. We do some stupid shit. Only because it's Friday. It don't. We do some stupid shit. Are you supposed to report taxes on lottery winnings? Nah, you put that in your grandbaby's name. Of course you do, stupid. Hello, you're on the air. Good morning.
I wanted to add to the conversation after you switched it up last minute and turned it back to the females.
Of course. It's all about the women.
Of course it is. So in this doing of stupid shit, we all do stupid shit. I agree. I think we do this stupid shit for different reasons.
Okay, so what would be some?
Women are more reactionary. Men are impulsive.
Okay, so what would be some reactionary stupid shit that you all would do? What I mean, because honestly, dude is
React to you all cheating. If we're just speaking about what people do, typically women cheat because she's been cheated on.
that's the only reason? Because I don't see that.
Not to say that women cheat, like there's some shutterbugs out here doing whatever shutterbugs do. I'm with you.
Mm-hmm.
I'm talking about a woman. As you say, you're talking about men. So I'm talking about a woman.
Okay.
And we have feelings too. If we love you, but we're tired, we're over all of the things that you've done, sometimes we don't walk away. It's just like, you know what? You've done it, so we're going to do it. You need to know what that feels like.
So it's I'm gonna get you back thing.
The issue is, hurt people. We know this.
Okay. So that's stupid shit, right? When you're hurting yourself. I mean, that's just like, you know, you want to say you want to commit suicide, but you keep cutting your wrist this way when you should just cut down the vein and go and end it, right?
Absolutely. But why, as a man, is it so much more difficult for you? Not be so hard for me. A woman does it because you all do the same stuff. Like, it's not like we just creating this shit to do. You all have done it.
Oh, wow.
But it always gets turned back horrible beings, and that's just not the case.
Well, I mean, I didn't say you were horrible beings. I mean, we look at it for what it is. I mean, I guess it's the maternal nature that you have that you want to say, well, I want to stick it in, or is it because there's a little bit of competition on the other side? Like, okay, well, what does this broad have that I don't, that she can touch my man?
Why does it have to be about competition?
That was just a question. I'm
Right. So I'm responding to that. So I don't think it is always a competition thing. I get it, yes. If the chick that you button down, if she bad or I don't know, but that would mean that I would have, or the woman would have some type of insecurity.
Okay. I mean, doesn't
Sometimes it's not that. I think for me, my situations where my man have been done is you're sharing with someone else the same way that you share with me. And to me, that's the ultimate violation. You should never say words to me that you say to other women. You shouldn't treat other women the way that you treat it. I shouldn't ever be on the same level as other women. It shouldn't even be other women.
So basically what you're saying is if he fucked around and never took her to the same restaurants and places that you've gone, then she's not on your level. She's just that. So if in light, what you're saying is, okay, let's just say.
Absolutely. I think that would be my offense to it. I don't think it would be because she looks better. I think if you are giving her that same treatment, if I see that you're having the same type of conversation with her that you have with me, I think that is a violation. You're saying that she is as the way I so if that's the case, then that's the deceit because you could have just went that way.
So in all actuality,
becomes the issue. That's obviously the issue. It's like you did it though. Like you initiated this whole situation. We seem to get looked at a lot worse than when you all do it. And we have feelings too. We got to deal with the fact that y'all might have done some nasty shit with another woman that y'all have done with us. And y'all see it way worse, like we don't have feelings, and that's just not the case.
Okay, so say this. Guy could cheat on you, or he could have a whatever. And he said, well, I only took her to McDonald's. I would just pull up on her in the car like dominoes and Derek Jackson and do my thing and come on back. It was a car thing. I mean, you'd be cool with that. The Mortons or Capitol Grill, took to the St. Bart's or.
If I'm in a relationship, you want to meet in the parking lot of McDonald's, putting her on the level that she should never have to be that situation. The thing is, you all are just, you want to get busy with somebody else, that's what you could have just been honest from the very beginning. Monogamy, when you know that's not.
Like I stated before, got with somebody, okay, you're 100, and then 3 years from now, they can play 64 pounds, and you 5'2". How do you treat it then? Because there's a lot of eye candy walking around out here. That it's that fourth, and if nothing's being done, who's receiving the criticism?
If we're in a relationship, a woman's body changes after she has children. Woman, if you was touching somebody physically, she cannot keep up. All I'm saying is the point of the relationship where we change, we grow. These conversations are the type of conversation. It's too much other one person. I love this person, and you don't want to go anywhere. People are not willing. Those are not the conversations that we're having.
Ms. Rook said, some stupid shit men and women do relationship with someone because they don't want to be alone or scared to start over, and they know the relationship is or toxic.
Absolutely.
Okay.
You shouldn't be staying in toxic situations. It is only toxic when you are not aware and you're going to take your choice away. Toxic. If I'm agreeing to something without agreeing to what you're doing to be a part of this, then that is toxic because I don't have a say in it. But if we just are at different points where we know our long-term goal is to stay together, if I'm willing to agree to that shit. Now, I'm not saying that that's what I'm willing. I'm just saying these are not conversations that I see couples having. They'll just go do stuff without having a conversation. And 9 times out of 10, they're not going anywhere anyway when they find out that the person is doing all of this stuff. So why not just be honest about it as things change?
Well, like I stated earlier, you know, your emotions sometimes keep you there. I mean, you know what you got. Honestly, if you know you got a good man or a good woman, you know what you have. It's just you over time, because there's certain things that you need to function in the relationship are not given anymore. They're being, you feel like you're being taken for granted. Like in your mind, you begin to say, well, shit, I don't have to deal with this shit. I can have better. One thing I'll say about a man don't want nothing that don't nobody else want. I can't speak for women, but for a man, that's basically it. And it's more so in this day and age, it's like, well, being in love is not enough. Just like money is not enough. You have to have the attraction. You have to have the desire and the want for the individual that you're with. When that goes, the relationship is over anyway. I don't care how much you got and how much you've built together. you can lay in the bed and have resentment for each other after you just roll over on each other. So, you know, those are the things that have to be there. And the desire is also maintained by respect, the respect of each other's position. That motherfucker, you getting fat. You need to go get in the gym. I don't want to look at that, you know, and it doesn't look at now. You've told me that. It's on me to go do something about it, because if not, yeah, you're going to begin to have eyes for others that have what you desire. So if I'm your apples, or you desire your apple of your eye, then I need to maintain that. I need to put that polish and that buff and that shine on it. So
100%. That's where you know where you stand with someone, is their willingness to do what they need to do to play their part.
Mm-hmm. So does that
was interesting.
I thank you for calling in. Does that give you your feel on the stupid shit that we do?
But you know, it's always good insight.
Thank you for calling in.
Thank you.
It's Friday, y'all. It's Friday. And if you're in the DMV, it's going to be a beautiful 80 degrees, but you know, you're going to have some gale force winds. So get out there and get some of that hot breath on you. Enjoy your afternoon. It's 12:04 p.m. I've enjoyed being with you, and I hope y'all enjoyed being with me. Once again, check out Ramia Henderson's page, or her organization, Runway for Cure DC. And also reach out to Breast Cancer for Washington. And drop them some change, man. Cash app them. Do something, man. Runway for Cure DC and Breast Cancer for Washington DC. Shout out for Perry K. Styles, man. She's in the room. Toya Black, Nikita Rooks. Hey, Marcus Elliott. Stan's in the room. Hey, it's Friday, man. It's Friday. Hope y'all have a wonderful weekend. Do something positive. Touch somebody positive, man. Touch someone in a positive way. That means being an influence, not touching. Because we don't want no issues or trouble with you touching. But yeah, man. I hope y'all have enjoyed me as much as I've enjoyed you all. We'll be back Monday for sure. There will be a time change in the show because I want more viewers to get in, because I know during the day you all are working. So we'll be shooting for a time slot in the evening. Preferably be 7:30 p.m. 7:30, we'll go from 7:30 to 8:30. We'll give you an hour. You know what I'm saying? That way more you all can chime in and be a part of the discussion. As I say before and always say, if you like this, man, share it. I'm on all platforms, whether it's Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. Log on to the YouTube, man. That's the best place to get it, because you can go one place, click the subscribe button, click the like, hit that bell, so that way when we log on, you can get me anywhere. You don't have to log into your actual pages. You can just go straight to your phone, click the link, and we're in the conversation. You like it, leave it in the comments, leave it in the box. You got ideas, show ideas, also leave those too. And if you need to reach out with any of my guests that was on the show, and if you can't find the information, you can reach out to me direct, and I'll make sure that I have those connections. If you got a small business today, leave it in the comments right now. Let me put you out there, man. Let's bridge some gaps. You got a business, put it down there. Let me shout you out. Yeah. Say one. J&J Hauling Services. All your hauling needs. 202-750. all your DIY projects, your DIY projects. We got some lumber, got stuff you need. Call these people. J&J Hauling Services, 202-750-0304. Yeah. Call them. High School Organics. You need the edibles, you need the cakes, you need pies, you need the things, infused foods. Get Your Hands Tax Services. You can reach them online, getyourhandstaxservices.com. Yeah, it's Friday, man. Chase your dreams. Do what you got to do, man. Don't let anybody tell you nothing wrong about your dreams and that you are not worthy of your dreams, man. Go get them. Do everything you got to do, man. They thought Noah was crazy until it began to rain, you know. As I always say, this is Romello Marcellus Show. I am he and he is me. This is an interactive. Just know that you can come and be yourself. We need to judge you. Sure, we may talk shit about you, but that's what family do. We should be able to be naked right here. And it's not personal, but it is personal. We talk and we say things because we love one another. We want each other to do better. At least over here, that's what it's about. Man, week went by so fast. Just letting you know how fast time is flying. Make the most of yours, because I'm making the most of mine. And on that note, y'all can get the hell off my line.
5,
4, 3, 2, 1.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is it. It's the Romello Marcellus Show. The fly uncle you always wish you had.
Bring 'em out.
Here to give you every aspect of game from a real player's perspective. It's the biggest balls from business, entertainment, love, and life.
Had to find my inner power.
To fashion, etiquette, and current events.
Major show alert.
All to enhance the happiness already inside you.
Today is about the power of you.
Check it out.
You're now rocking with the best.